Have you ever found yourself pausing? Perhaps after forgetting a name or misplacing your keys. And a quiet worry whispers, "Is this it? Is my mind starting to slow down?" It's a common, even painful, reality that many of us face as the years accumulate. We see the stories, hear the anecdotes, and sometimes the fear of losing our sharp wit, our cherished memories, or our ability to learn new things can feel heavy. It's as if there's an invisible clock ticking, dictating when our mental vibrancy must begin to fade. But what if I told you that this widely accepted narrative about aging minds is not the full picture? What if the true measure of a youthful mind isn't about chronological age at all, but about how you engage with life, how you choose to live each day? There's a quiet revolution happening in our understanding of the brain, a secret that suggests your mind's youthfulness is largely within your control. No matter how many years you've celebrated, in this video, we're going to dive into 6 remarkable habits, 6 ways of living that, if you still embrace them at 75 or beyond, are powerful indicators that your mind is truly younger than you think. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive therapies. They are simple, everyday choices that can profoundly impact your cognitive health and overall well-being. They're about nurturing your brain in ways that keep it active, resilient, and ready for whatever life throws your way. And make sure you stay with me until the very end. Because there's one simple truth that might just surprise you about your own mind's amazing potential. Andai, let's uncover the first powerful indicator that your mind is thriving, perhaps even defying expectations for your age. And that is a deep, abiding commitment to lifelong learning and an unquenchable sense of curiosity. Think about it, our brains are incredible organs, designed to adapt and grow. When we stop learning, when we settle into routines that require little mental effort, our brains can become a bit like a muscle that's no longer used. It doesn't get the workout it needs to stay strong and flexible. But if you're someone who still finds joy in picking up a new book on a topic you know nothing about, if you're eager to understand how something works, or if you've recently decided to try your hand at a skill you never thought you'd master, then your mind is absolutely vibrant. This isn't about going back to school for a degree, though that's certainly an option for some. It's about cultivating a daily habit of mental engagement. Have you thought about learning a few phrases in a new language? Even just enough to order coffee on a hypothetical trip? Or perhaps picking up a musical instrument, even if it's just a ukulele or a harmonica, and fumbling your way through a simple tune? These activities force your brain to forge new neural pathways, improving memory, problem-solving skills, and even creativity. It's like giving your brain a challenging, yet fun, puzzle to solve every day. Or consider something as simple as exploring a new genre of books you've never touched before. Historical fiction, science, popularization, or even poetry. Reading widely exposes you to new ideas and perspectives, keeping your thinking fluid and open. Perhaps you've decided to tackle a complex jigsaw puzzle, or delve into the world of online courses that teach you anything from coding to cooking. I know a lovely woman named Margaret, who at 82 decided to learn how to paint watercolors. She'd never held a paintbrush in her life. Now, her small apartment is filled with beautiful, vibrant landscapes and still lifes. And she says the act of mixing colors and seeing the world through an artist's eye has opened up a whole new dimension of joy and mental sharpness for her. This consistent effort to stretch your mind, to actively seek out new knowledge and experiences, is a clear sign that your brain cells are firing on all cylinders, ready for more. Closely linked to that insatiable curiosity, and another profound indicator of a youthful mind, is the ability and desire to maintain vibrant social connections. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and our brains thrive on interaction. If you're still actively cultivating friendships, engaging in lively conversations, or participating in community groups at 75, you're doing something truly remarkable for your cognitive health. It's easy, as we age, to become a bit more isolated. Life changes. Friends move or pass on, and sometimes it just feels easier to stay in. But when you make the effort to call a friend, to meet up for a cup of tea, to join a book club, or to volunteer your time, you're not just nurturing your spirit, you're giving your brain a fantastic workout. Conversations require quick thinking, memory recall, empathy, and the ability to process information on the fly. Debating a topic, sharing a laugh, or even just listening intently to someone else's story stimulates various parts of your brain. It prevents the mental stagnation that can sometimes set in with prolonged isolation. Imagine gathering with a group of friends, swapping stories from your past, or discussing current events. That kind of dynamic interaction is a powerful antidote to cognitive decline. I recall chatting with David, a retired teacher, who told me how his weekly poker game with his buddies kept his mind sharper than any brain training app ever could. They'd laugh, strategize, and sometimes even argue good-naturedly. But the constant engagement, the need to remember cards and anticipate moves, kept his mental gears turning beautifully. These kinds of connections provide emotional support, a sense of belonging, and continuous mental stimulation, all crucial ingredients for a mind that remains youthful and agile. They prove that you value active engagement with the world around you, which is a hallmark of true mental vitality. Moving on. The next habit that speaks volumes about a youthful mind, one that often gets overlooked in discussions about cognitive health, is engaging in regular physical activity. Adapted to your capabilities. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, unless that's something you genuinely enjoy and are cleared for. What I mean is finding ways to move your body consistently, in ways that bring you joy and a gentle challenge. If you're still lacing up your shoes for a daily walk, even if it's just around the block, or spending time tending to your garden, dancing to your favorite music in the living room, or finding a gentle exercise class, your mind is reaping incredible benefits. Physical activity isn't just good for your heart and muscles, it's profoundly beneficial for your brain. When you move, your heart pumps more blood, sending a richer supply of oxygen and nutrients to your brain. This improved circulation helps your brain function more efficiently and even encourages the growth of new brain cells in areas crucial for memory and learning. It also helps reduce inflammation and stress hormones, which can be damaging to brain health over time. Think about the simple act of gardening. It involves planning, problem solving, fine motor skills, and often a bit of bending and stretching. It's a full body and full mind workout, connecting you with nature and giving you a sense of accomplishment. Or consider a brisk walk. As you walk, you're observing your surroundings, navigating uneven terrain, and maybe even listening to a podcast or engaging in conversation. All of these activities keep your brain active and engaged. I remember my grandmother, well into her late 80s, who would faithfully walk to the local park every morning, rain or shine. She didn't see it as exercise. She saw it as her daily dose of fresh air and a chance to observe the changing seasons. She said those walks cleared her head and made her feel ready for the day. Her mind remained remarkably clear and vibrant until her final years, and I truly believe her consistent movement played a significant role. It's about finding what works for you, what feels good, and what you can stick with. Consistency, not intensity, is the key here. Your body and mind are interconnected in incredible ways, and nurturing one inevitably benefits the other. This commitment to keeping your body moving is a powerful testament to your mind's youthful spirit. Next, let's talk about a habit that's all about the inner landscape of your mind, practicing mindful living and stress reduction. If you're someone who still takes moments to truly appreciate the simple things in life, who can find calm amidst chaos, or who actively works to manage stress, then your mind is demonstrating incredible resilience and youthfulness. In our fast-paced world, it's easy for stress to become a constant companion, and chronic stress, as we know, can be detrimental to brain health, impacting memory and clarity of thought. But if you're making a conscious effort to slow down, to be present, and to cultivate inner peace, you're actively protecting your brain. This can look different for everyone. For some, it might be a few minutes of quiet meditation each day, focusing on their breath. For others, it could be spending time in nature, truly observing the birds, the trees, the feeling of the breeze on their skin. It could be practicing gratitude, taking a moment each evening to think of 3 things they're thankful for, or perhaps it's simply savoring a cup of tea in silence, without distractions. fully experiencing its warmth and aroma. These practices aren't just about relaxation. They're about training your brain to be more focused, less reactive, and more resilient to the challenges of life. They help to reduce the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which can literally shrink parts of your brain over time. I spoke with a gentleman named Arthur, who recently turned 78. He told me he started practicing daily gratitude a few years ago, simply jotting down 3 positive things in a small notebook before bed. He said it transformed his outlook, making him feel more positive and less anxious, and that his thoughts feel clearer now than they have in years. This ability to intentionally shift your mindset, to find moments of calm and appreciation, not only enhances your mood, but actively strengthens your brain's capacity for focus and emotional regulation. It's a profound way to ensure your mind stays agile and robust, reflecting a deep inner wisdom that truly defies age. Now, for the final 2 habits that truly distinguish a perpetually youthful mind, starting with the profound impact of adopting a brain-healthy diet and good sleep habits. If you still pay attention to what you eat, fueling your body with nutritious foods, and if you prioritize getting consistent quality sleep, then your mind is receiving the vital support it needs to stay sharp and vibrant. Our brain, though only about 2% of our body weight, consumes a disproportionate amount of our energy and nutrients. What we put into our bodies directly impacts how well our brain functions. If you're still choosing whole, unprocessed foods like colorful fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, healthy fats found in olive oil or avocados, and lean proteins, especially fatty fish rich in omega-3s like salmon, then you're essentially providing premium fuel for your brain. These foods are packed with antioxidants that protect brain cells from damage and nutrients that support memory, focus, and mood. Think of it like this. You wouldn't put low-grade fuel in a high-performance car, would you? Your brain is the ultimate high-performance machine, and it thrives on good, clean fuel. Hydration is also key. Even mild dehydration can affect concentration and memory. If you're still remembering to drink plenty of water throughout the day, you're doing your brain a huge favor. And then there's sleep, often the unsung hero of mental health. If you're consistently aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, you are truly gifting your brain an essential period of repair, consolidation, and cleaning. During sleep, your brain is far from inactive. It's busy flushing out toxins, consolidating memories from the day, and preparing itself for optimal function tomorrow. If you're still making an effort to create a consistent bedtime routine, keeping your bedroom dark and cool, and avoiding stimulating activities before bed, then you're actively supporting your brain's nightly rejuvenation process. Lack of sleep can lead to fogginess, irritability, and impaired decision-making, while good sleep improves mood, sharpens memory, and enhances problem-solving skills. I remember hearing about an elderly couple, Miriam and George, who made a ritual of their evenings. They'd have a light dinner, read quietly for an hour, and then head to bed at the same time every night. They attributed their consistent mental clarity and positive outlook well into their late 80s, in part to this disciplined, yet peaceful, approach to sleep and nutrition. This conscious effort to provide your brain with the right fuel and the necessary rest is a fundamental cornerstone of enduring mental youth. Finally, the 6th habit, and perhaps the most profound indicator that your mind is truly younger than you think, is cultivating a positive outlook and a strong sense of purpose. If you're someone who still approaches life with optimism, who can find gratitude even in challenging times, and who feels a meaningful connection to something larger than yourself, then your mind is demonstrating an incredible capacity for resilience and joy. It's easy, as we age, to become jaded or to fall into patterns of negativity, especially when faced with losses or physical challenges. But if you're actively choosing to see the good, to focus on what you can control, and to find meaning in your daily life, you are literally reshaping your brain. A positive mindset reduces stress, boosts your immune system, and encourages a more open and flexible way of thinking. It's about reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than insurmountable obstacles. And purpose. That deep feeling of having something meaningful to do or contribute is like an internal compass that keeps your mind engaged and motivated. This doesn't have to be a grand, world-changing purpose. It could be nurturing your garden, mentoring a younger person, volunteering at a local charity, pursuing a passionate hobby, or even simply being the go-to person for advice in your family or community. When you have a reason to get up in the morning, when you feel like your actions matter, your brain remains incredibly active and engaged. It provides a framework for learning, problem solving, and social interaction. I once met a retired architect, Evelyn, who at 79 started volunteering at a local animal shelter. She wasn't just walking dogs. She was using her incredible organizational skills to help streamline their adoption processes. She told me it gave her a sense of purpose she hadn't felt since she retired, and that the mental stimulation of solving real-world problems for the shelter kept her mind incredibly sharp. This profound commitment to a positive outlook and an active sense of purpose is more than just feeling good. It's a powerful neurobiological phenomenon that keeps your brain youthful, agile, and engaged with the richness of life. So, when you consider these 6 habits, your unwavering curiosity and commitment to learning, your vibrant social connections, your dedication to gentle physical activity, your practice of mindful living and stress reduction, your thoughtful approach to diet and sleep, and your cultivated positive outlook and sense of purpose, you begin to see a powerful pattern. These aren't isolated actions. They are interconnected threads that weave together to form a rich tapestry of a life well lived, a life that actively nourishes and strengthens your brain. It's not about being perfect in every single area, every single day. It's about the consistent effort, the daily choices, the underlying mindset that says, my mind is a precious gift, and I choose to nurture its potential. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. If you're still doing even a few of these things at 75, if you're still engaging with life in these active, curious, and purposeful ways, then you already possess an incredible mental vitality that truly defies the calendar. Your mind is not defined by a birth year. It's defined by your ongoing engagement with the world and with yourself. You are not just aging, you are growing, evolving, and proving that the human spirit and the human mind has an extraordinary capacity for lifelong youthfulness. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're already doing from this list that you feel keeps your mind sharp? Or perhaps there's one habit you're inspired to try starting today. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights might just inspire someone else in our wonderful community. And if you found this video helpful, if it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more amazing people like you. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content designed to help you live your best life. At every age, thank you for joining me today. Live your best life at every age. Your mind is a remarkable gift, and it's truly never too late to nurture its incredible potential.